It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Rickton. Well, this is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callies.
Well, how was your weekend?
Well, okay. Till I got here. And I know I'm having a bad hair day, Scooter.
I was going to say something about it, but I was too. I got up this morning and went to try to comb my hair. And
it's about time for a polish.
It is. It's getting a little long.
Yeah.
I usually don't let it get that long.
Need to polish her up.
Yeah, having a bad hair day. I get it. It's the humidity, I think.
The wind. Yesterday's wind. Golly, George.
That was crazy. That was nuts.
40 miles an hour clocked it at my house.
Dude.
Pretty wild. Did you have a good weekend?
It wasn't bad. Yes.
You had the gnome.
I had a good weekend.
The
We had the
gnome come in for a visit.
We had the gnome, and
she must have heard Grumps crying on Friday on TV.
Well, we were talking on the phone Friday, and I was whining, and then so they decided that they'd make a trip and come on over.
Next thing you know, she showed up, huh?
Yep.
Carrying her bag. Grumps, I'm here to rescue
Grumps,
you.
I'm here, Grumps, I'm here.
So
we had her, and then we had, of course, Caitlin Jackson, and they stayed over one night at our house, and then they stayed over at the other in-laws, his parents, and then we still got Lila. They went back to Fayetteville. We kept her, so Lila's here, which is a good thing.
Yes.
So I had a good weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you?
Well, yeah, wasn't bad. Didn't do a whole lot.
No.
Didn't do a whole lot. My ambition was diminished. I needed a day to catch up on.
I could see that. I can see that.
Every
That's
now
a good
and then,
thing.
just got to chill.
Yep. Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's the calm before the storm,
There you go. Yeah, because once that green grass starts growing, you're busy and heck.
Mm-hmm.
There is no breaks at that point.
Nope, there'll be no calm after that.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's good to take a little bit of breather every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Yes. What do you got planned this week?
I don't know. Just work.
Just work. Did you get a job?
Just work. Yeah. I'm trying to change up a little bit and maybe do a little bit of work around here. So we'll see.
That'd be different.
We'll see.
Join in.
There you go.
Anyway, I guess we ought to get started.
You bet. Ready, rock and roll.
It's another week has come upon us.
No quiz today?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm going to have to put together another one.
Okay. I enjoyed those.
I have a little Johnny joke, but we probably get cut off.
Yeah. The Johnny jokes that you say are not permissible on TV.
Probably ought to cut that one out. So it's time for the morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. 870-508-1771 is our number. Hospice of the Ozarks been taking care of Baxter and Marion County since 1979. They'll be glad to take care of you as well. If you have any questions about what hospice care is and what they can do for you and your loved one, pick up your phone, give them a call, 870-508-1771. And now the morning prayer.
Lord, we just thank you for this day. We're blessed to see it. We thank you for your son that died on the cross 1,000 years ago and rose within 3 days, Lord, and now is living within us, and we have freedom. We thank you so much for what you're doing in us, in and through this community. It's amazing, and we just always lift your name up. You reign above every circumstance, good or bad, and we just thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
The morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. Be back after a quick word from Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team of Century 21 Lemac Realty.
Hi, I'm Bob Zadora, the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call, 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for the lake levels, dam reports, and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora. The Z-Team of Century 21 Lemac Realty, 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. If you go there, click on Live Views. This is what you see today. It's a Chamber of Commerce picture again, Scooter.
Nice picture. A little dark. You can kind of see almost like a giant shadow starting, going across and starting to leave as the sun comes up. So it's a pretty cool shot, though.
The only problem with this nice warming picture of the beautiful White River in the city of Cotter, it's 14 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's alluring. It's not accurate.
It's a lie.
A false sense of warmth.
It's a lie. It's a beautiful picture. The water is there. The city of Cotter is truly there. But the warmth you feel coming off that picture, it ain't there. It's 14, 15 degrees out.
Looks like the water's up a little bit.
Well, yeah, they're generating 7, so I would imagine it would be.
Yep.
This is the beautiful White River that separates Marion County, Arkansas from Baxter County, Arkansas. It's the city of Cotter that you're looking at straight ahead. Their baseball field, City Park, is to your lower left. To the far right, it would be the Contractors Trust, the Railroad Museum. To the way off distance to the right is the city of Mountain Home. In front of that is the city of Gassville. The old Witch's Hat Water Tower and a bird flying across the way.
This is live.
This is live. This is not Memorex. The old Witch's Hat Water Tower at 1 o'clock. Way off in the distance, straight ahead is the state of Missouri. To your far left, where you can see that car just drove by across there, you can see how live this is. That is the bypass of 412. And if you could see around that bend, you'd be looking at the city of Bull Shoals. This is what we call God's country. If you'd like to see what's for sale in this area, go to retiredtoarkansas.net, click on MLS listings, find something that grabs your interest, then call Miss Linda at 870-405-0793. The Weather Rock. What's it telling you today, Scooter?
It's dry.
Dry and cold.
No rain.
Dry and cold, no rain today. Going to run through some temperatures as Scooter lets that click through the Z-clips. Currently in Mountain Home, it's 20. Harrison is 20. Batesville is 26. Yellville at 20. Marshall at 21. Salem and Mountain View and Calico Rock. Seems like they always have the same temperature. They're at 25. West Plains, Missouri at 17. Springfield 16. Poplar Bluff 27. And St. Louis, Missouri 16 as well. Take a look at the radar. On the national scene, as you can see, there's some snow and rain up in Portland, Oregon, going up into Washington. Seattle's getting a little bit of a rain hit today. Nothing in Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois. A little bit of snow going in the eastern portion of Kentucky along with Tennessee. Not much happening in Alabama or Mississippi. Zoom into Arkansas. As you can see, from Bentonville to Blytheville, Fayetteville over to Jonesboro, Fort Smith to Batesville, Russellville to Memphis, Conway, Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, Texarkana, El Dorado. Pretty clear day in Arkansas. 7-day forecast. High today of 42, low tonight of 24. High tomorrow, 61. A 19-degree temperature swing in 24 hours. That's going to be exciting. Low tomorrow night, or low Tuesday night of 40. High of 67 on Wednesday with a low of 45 with a chance of rain. High Thursday is going to be 60 with a low of 34. Sunny and warm on Friday, 66 degrees. Friday night, low of 39, 71 on Saturday, sunny. And Sunday is going to be 60. Yep, I can hear them grass blades just a-popping out of the ground. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk 546.04, which is 5.96 below full pool of 552, currently generating with 1. Lake Bull Shoals 652.91, which is 6.09 below full pool of 659, and they are currently running 7 at the Bull. That's the lake levels, dam reports, and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team of Century 21 Lemac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. They're busy, but never too busy to assist you. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team. We'll be right back.
You build more than projects. You build what communities rely on. When the job site runs on results, put Kubota to work. Backed by expert service and support from your local Kubota dealer. Right now, bring home select Kubota KX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $4,800.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. 870-425-3434. Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road. Don't care which direction you're coming, you'll see it.
Tractors, construction equipment, tractors, RTVs, tractors. They got a full parking lot.
What do you got to say about it, Scooter?
That was it.
Tractors.
Tractors.
Bush hogs, box blades, implements for your tractors, Kubotas, New Hollands, they've got them both. If you're looking for any size bush hog, they got them from little ones to bat wings. They've got them out there. All kinds of stuff out at Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. If you got something broke, take it by there, let them fix it for you. Excuse me, if you know what's broke and you just need the part, I'd take it by there and let them fix it anyway, but go by there and get the part. It'll save you a lot of time.
It will. I've been there.
Yep. Ozarks Farm and Lawn, construction equipment, backhoes, trenchers. They've got skid steers, mini skids. Oh gosh, brake bed trailers, excavators, mini X, backhoes, buckets. They got it. You need it, they got it.
They got a whole lot full.
Zero turn mowers, they got them as well. They sell Skags out there.
Yep, they do.
All you gotta do, Ozarks Farm and Lawn. Let's see what we got happening this week. This Saturday, the 28th, we've got an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast, buttermilk pancakes with fruit topping, sausage, biscuits, gravy, orange juice, and coffee. $10 for adults. Kids 5 through 12 is $5. Four and under eat free. World War II veterans, Korean War veterans both eat free as well. Active military and reservists in uniform can eat free, and all first responders in uniforms eat free. This will be at 717 Market Street, Alley White, American Legion Post 52. It's a fundraiser, and all proceeds go to help support local veterans and their families. North Central Board of Realtors will be having their second annual pickleball tournament to benefit 2026 graduating seniors. It'll be held at Legacy Racket and Fitness at 514 Coley Drive here in Mountain Home. Starts at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. It's $50 per person and $10 to add an event. T-shirt and lunch will be included. For more information, you can get a hold of your local friendly realtor that is a member of the North Central Board of Realtors. They'll be glad to give you whatever information you might need. Just remember, it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. The Law Enforcement Torch Run Polar Plunge for Special Olympics of Arkansas will be held on Saturday as well. 10 o'clock in the morning at the Henderson Park Recreation Area. It's $50 to take the plunge. You'll get a T-shirt. There'll be other cash prizes available. The more you raise, the more you could win. You can create a Polar Plunge fundraising page by going to SpecialOlympicsArkansas.org. This will be happening at 10 o'clock in the morning at Henderson Recreation Area over on Lake Norfolk, just across the bridge. The Mountain Home Naval Junior ROTC has been invited to participate in the parade for the 250th anniversary of our nation. This will be a fundraiser dinner on March the 3rd at 6 o'clock at the Shed, 1600 South College Street, Mountain Home. This is sponsored by the Mountain Home Junior Naval ROTC. Mountain Home is the only chapter of the Naval Junior ROTC in the state of Arkansas that has been asked to participate in this parade, and they need some help raising some money. If you want to know a little bit more about this, you can watch last Friday's basketball game, the halftime of the girls show. I had Dylan Prince come on, who is the commander of the Naval Junior ROTC, and we spoke about this a little bit, but we'll be talking more about it as time gets closer. There's going to be a veteran town hall meeting on March the 4th, which is a Wednesday. This will be from 10:30 to 11:30. The veteran town hall receive important veteran updates and discuss healthcare programs. go ahead and be there in person. It's at the VFW Ozark Post 3246 at 214 West 7th Street here in Mountain Home. The Allie White American Legion Post is also doing a gun giveaway. You can get a chance to win one of these guns by purchasing tickets. The drawing for a shotgun will be April 14th. It is a Stevens Model 320 12-gauge pump shotgun. And then on June 2nd, there will be a rifle drawing, and it is a Ruger American Generation 2 308 bolt action, capacity 3 rounds. For more information, call 870-424-6277. And then we've got a fundraiser for the Second Amendment Legacy Foundation. This is their annual banquet that they do. You can sponsor tables. You can do let's see, sponsorship levels go from 250 all the way up to 2,000. You get an opportunity to win a couple different handguns or some rifles by sponsoring those tables. There's a raffle stack, includes 13 extra raffle tickets, $250. If you buy these before March 1st, there's a raffle stack for $250, but the early bird gets an extra 13. There's a raffle stack for $500. The early bird gets an extra 26. All kinds of ways that you can help with this. This is brought to you by the Second Amendment Legacy Foundation. All the money raised stays in the counties that touch Baxter, if that makes any sense. So it helps all the different shooting sports. It helps different organizations within the touch of the Baxter County line. So this will be held at Baxter County Fairgrounds on Friday, April 17th at 5:30, Baxter County Fairgrounds, 1507 Fairground Drive here in Mountain Home. For more information, get a hold of Joanna Baxter, 870-424-3535. Now write it down. 870-424-3535. Or get a hold of Bo Trammell at White River Firearms, 870-402-9002. Let's see, anything I missed on that, Scooter? Oh, the dinner tickets. Dinner tickets are $50 for a single. Dinner for two is $90. You can get a table for 8 with a $250 raffle pack. Choice of your handgun for $1,000, or a $2,000 VIP table, which is 8 dinners, a $500 raffle pack, special recognition, and the choice of a rifle. Is that what you're getting?
Yeah, count on that.
Come on, Mr. Vague Butt. Let's see what else is going on here. 19-year-old booked on charges for November 100-mile-an-hour speed chase on Highway 5. Well, that's stupidity met law enforcement. I mean, we talked about the Naval Junior ROTC going to the 4th of July parade in Washington, being the only chapter that has been invited from the state of Arkansas, which is good. They're representing not just Mountain Home, but they're representing the whole area and the whole state as well. The Night to Shine prom to celebrate special needs. Don't we usually do some promotion for that?
Night with Your Night and Daddy Daughter Ball we do,
Yeah.
but I don't know about that one.
We need to find out about that. Flippin' School Board will meet tonight. See what time that meeting starts. It just says it's open to the public. Doesn't say what time it starts. Well, that special starts at 6 o'clock in the boardroom. There we go. Got to be able to read it to be able to see it. That's about all I got. You got anything?
I don't.
You don't got nothing?
Nope. Quiet over on this side.
Quiet over on the northern front. All right, then. Community News and Happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals, 870-425-3434. Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road. We'll be right back with Monday Morning Sports Update. Just a moment.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Hospice of the Ozarks, our purpose is you, not just your illness. We offer a compassionate plan of care that respects your dignity and honors your wishes with countless services and groundbreaking programs. We are committed to improving the quality of life for both you and your family. We provide care and support in the comfort of wherever you call home, but we also have the area's only hospice house when needed. As the only local not-for-profit hospice, we will never turn away a patient regardless of their ability to pay. Learn more at hospiceoftheozarks.org.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news, community sports. Time for the Monday morning sports update. It's cold in here,
It's still
Scooter.
community sports.
It's cold in here, Scooter.
Well, yeah, the heater kicks off once the morning show starts.
You ought to have that heater on, though. Why do
It
you have
is.
that heater off?
It is. That one's going full bore.
It's not even running right now. Can't
Well,
even
then
hear
it's at temp.
It's the wrong temp. It's set
You
too
wimp.
low.
You wimp.
It's set too low.
I think I got it set at 70.
The Mountain Home Lady Bombers have advanced to 11-1 in the conference play of the 5A West. Congratulations to the Lady Bombers. They will be facing Farmington Lady Cardinals tomorrow night at the Hangar. The boys didn't fare so well at Alma, but the Lady Bombers took off with a nice big win. I think the boys are at the point right now that they're going to have to win.
Yeah,
They have to
what
win
I
at
thought.
least
They
one
had one of the next
two.
Yep.
And I think they need a little bit of help from Harrison Harrison needs to beat Siloam, I think, to make it into the state playoffs. Now, I may be totally wrong, but that's a pretty good guess. Pretty good guess. Softball and baseball are just knocking on the corner, knocking right at the door, right around the corner, because Thursday there's a softball fundraiser game at Freedom Field,
Okay.
McLean Family Park.
Yeah.
It's Pottsville's coming to town. We're going to be playing a little softball there. And then Friday night will be the final home game for the Mountain Home Bombers and Lady Bombers at the Hangar. They will be taking on Greenwood as Greenwood comes into town. We would love to finish out. Both the boys and girls would love to finish out with 2 wins at home, but they're going to need a big crowd at home.
Yes, it does make a difference. And people don't realize that, but it makes a difference when you're playing, having a crowd rooting you on. It really does.
Flippin wins the district title. Let's go ahead and click in this and see what the scoop is. Senior boys for Flippin have won the 3A2 district championship. They will advance to the regional tournament, and they will face Rivercrest. The Class A 1A1 Lead Hill Senior boys secured the district title as well. They will continue in their postseason. The girls' side, 3A2, Bergman won championships, and the boys finished as runner-up, so they will both continue on playing in the next round of however they work that out. Coach Jones will be here in a little while. He can explain all that to us. How that happens with the smaller schools. Arkansas State University Mountain Home is looking to pick up a win against Connors State College at Rogers High School. They'll be playing over there today. They suffered a couple of rough losses here lately, and we'll talk more about that. They've lost 9 out of their first 10 games.
Ooh.
So they're 1-9 currently. First pitch today will be at noon at Rogers High School. It's Connors State. The Trailblazers would love to pick up a win there.
That'd be a good thing.
Would be good. And I know, let's see if I kept a picture of that. I know we have a bunch of youth wrestlers that went on to state. I think they took 19 over to the state youth wrestling tournament at Russellville, and they had a big showing over there. So
awesome.
I'm hoping that I kept a picture of that. You know, it's funny, surprising, but it's also pretty cool, is a lot of young ladies into wrestling in the youth levels right now.
That is one of the fastest growing sports right now for girls.
Let me see if I can find something for the Flyers. I thought I had it saved in here, but I don't. I'll talk about it on Wednesday. Yeah, congratulations to Mountain Home Flyers and all those that they took to state, and they had a great showing. Had a large number of champions.
Awesome.
Of course, they work a lot of different weight classes in youth, don't they?
Yes. They've got a number of weight classes, and they go by age and weight. So there's a lot of classes in there. So there's a lot more than high school.
And you can wrestle more than one class.
You can.
Because I noticed they had a champion who ended up being a runner-up in another weight class.
Yeah, it's usually what happens is they were in another division, so they went up a division is what they usually do. They don't usually let them two weight classes in the same division because if not, they're going at the same time, and they can't. They're going to have to hold this mat while they wait for them to finish, that kind of thing.
But you can wrestle up.
You can wrestle another division and get by with it.
Pretty good. A lot of kids. 19, I think 17 of them were pedaled, which is pretty good.
That's cool. Good way to go.
Yep. Mountain Home Flyers, if you're interested in that, get a hold of Scooter. He can help you get to the right person.
I'll help you get to the right person, get you connected.
Get them hooked up.
Just give me a call, 870-404-5981.
Bomber Baseball Alumni Day was rescheduled from Saturday to this coming Saturday. It will be held probably at the same time, which was noon at McLean Park. Saturday the 28th. Former players are invited to take the field in a rag ball alumni game, and they will celebrate the past and present. Fans are welcome to come out, reconnect, join some good baseball fun there at McLean Park. Get a hold of Stephanie Cudworth, 870-421-1138, if you're interested in playing in the alumni game. It was a little bit windy on Saturday to be trying to be out there.
It was.
A little frigid.
It was a little windy.
Been a few too many home runs because that wind was blowing right across that field. It'd have been right out of there. No problem. Monday morning sports update. We'll be back in just a moment with Coach Steve Jones from Yellville Summit.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Sleep
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. The athletic director from Yellville Summit, Steve Jones, is with me. Coach, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Basketball has wrapped up for the Panthers.
Yes, unfortunately it has wrapped up.
Can you explain to us how the smaller schools deal with all these extra games? They've got conference, then district, then state. So conference just wrapped up?
Okay, yeah, well.
Or tell me where we're at.
Okay, so we have what's called the regular season, and and there are 8 teams in our conference.
Okay.
Okay, we play each one of those in a round robin type situation, and really all we're playing for there is seeding in the district tournament. So there's 8 teams in our conference. There's 64 teams in Class 3A.
Okay.
So you're going to go from 64, and then all 64 are going to compete in their district tournament, which is the same teams as their conference, but it's one and done. I mean, you play till you lose. The top 4 teams from that will go on to regionals. Regionals are happening this week. As the way regionals are matched up, for Yellville, for example, we'll match up with a district from Western Arkansas. And our top 4 will play their top 4, and then the top 4 from there will go to state.
Okay.
And
so there's not really a conference tournament.
No,
but you're playing your season to be the best seeds for conference.
For the tournament, yes.
Right, and then you go into the district and the top.
The 1 and 2 from our district would play the 3 and 4 from the other district, and vice versa. And I mean, in theory, you're supposed to all the 1s and 2s should make it to state, but it rarely
Sometimes
happens.
not.
No, there's always a upset somewhere along the line, or something crazy happens, and that is coincidentally the same way we do baseball and softball as well. It would be I would love it if we went straight from districts to state, but with 64 teams, you kind of have to narrow that down a little further. And the one upside to it is you get to go somewhere you probably haven't been before. We'll play. One year our district basketball tournament, it can be in Mansfield, Arkansas. It can be in Lavaca, Greenland, places like this. It can also, occasionally we'll go to East. We went to Osceola a few years ago for a regional tournament in basketball. Went to state at Rising. Do you know where Rising is?
No.
You can't get there from here. You have to go to Little Rock first. It is right on the Louisiana border in South Arkansas, and that was where we were involved in state basketball tournament there, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago.
It's not one of those you play tonight, go home, and then go back the next
No,
day.
you play tonight, you get a hotel, you stay down there.
Stay till
and
you lose.
You stay till you lose. And that's exciting. Now, obviously this year it was disappointing to not make it out of districts into the regional tournament. And we were all kind of moping around about that because kids and athletes, or kids and coaches as well. And it was just 2 years ago we were district tournament champions. So it just, it can just flip around on you in a hurry and, be a tough end there for both boys and girls. So what that led us to now is because we had allowed for a regional tournament this week, we have no scheduled games of any kind. And every Sunday night I send out an email blast to the administrators and say, all right, here's what we've got this week and who's going to be where. So I'm sitting down to do that yesterday afternoon. I'm looking at my phone, and there's nothing.
All dressed up, nowhere to go.
All dressed up, nowhere to go. And so then that got the gears to turning. I thought, has this ever happened to me before? A week with nowhere to be? Not in 8 years. This is the first time this is ever a Monday through a Friday with no game.
How do you handle that?
I'm not sure. I'm going home at 3:30 today. I'll feed horses. That'll take 20 minutes. I'm not sure. We got a recliner that's I'll be pretty happy to see, but
can't cut hay. There's no hay to cut.
No, there's no hay to cut. It don't
Tractor's
take long
already
to feed.
ready, so
yeah. Just take care of that, and then of course, then now next week we'll hit the ground running. Because we'll have 3 sets. Well, here's something else too. And if I need to stop talking, if you have another questions,
good.
Okay. So, people ask me like, what's your busiest time of the year and stuff like that. And honestly, it's like January and February are probably the most difficult 2 months of the year. And here's why. We're still in basketball season, so you've got games, 3 or 4 nights a week. But the baseball team, softball team, and track teams are also gearing up. You can't wait till March the 1st to start practice, or you won't be any good. So they're practicing in January and February. And athletes, and just, man, what a salute to our coaches. Sometimes they'll go from basketball practice to baseball practice. Or if it's nasty weather and we've got an extra gym, we'll have 2 practices going on in it, and then what we call the new gym, which is now 15 years old. There'll be track practice going on in there, people running around the upstairs. But it's just a crazy time, and sometimes it's difficult to coordinate who needs what when, because we also have peewees. Mm-hmm. And and I hate this, but we just have to say, look, y'all have to come back 6 o'clock, because from 3:30 to 5:30. Somebody's using these facilities. It's full, yes, always.
It's probably not a bad thing for the student athletes to get this extra week.
No, it's not. It's really not. Here's a crazy thing for an athletic director to say, but sometimes it's too much for kids. And the kids are going home at 3:30 too. The basketball players, they'll shoot around a little bit, and the ones that are in off-season football will go. They'll begin their weightlifting program, but other than that, they'll go home early, get some rest, get their legs under them, and then start running track, baseball, and softball on Monday.
Yeah, because every one of them will do.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We have in our gym, and I'm sure Mountain Home does this. I think everybody does. We hang these big posters up of our seniors. Mm-hmm. Okay, and they'll all get their picture made, and usually the uniform of we all have our favorite sport, okay? Some will have them made in their football uniform, others in baseball or basketball or whatever. But most of them, and I'll just use basketball as an example, if they're in their basketball jersey, they're probably holding a football helmet and a bat like this, because that's the sports they do. If they're in a track jersey, they're probably holding a football like this. And it's a way of showing, yes, this is my favorite sport, but I also do this, this, and this. Mm-hmm. And, from this is always a very difficult decision every year. We're getting there's 2 months, well, 2.5 months left of school. And that's just mind-blowing to me because of how fast it goes by. You know, a really wise guy said to me one time, days are slow and years are fast. And I thought that the older I get, the more I realize how true that is.
Because they never went this fast when we were in school.
I never thought so. It seemed like it took forever. You know, and then you know, when you're in school though, you wake up one day and you're in the 11th grade and you remember being in 3rd grade yesterday. You know, that part. But I mean, how long did football practice last? It felt like 6 hours. You know, it was probably 2. I don't know, but it was 2 hours of awful.
Of course, back in the day,
yes,
2-a-days.
Yes, 2-a-days.
2 hours.
No one
in the
even
morning,
knows what
2
that
hours
is
in the
anymore.
afternoon. So
that was such a bonding time as a football player. We went to practice in the morning, and you know, tried to get there before it got just blazing hot because it's August. And say you show up, start at 7, go till 9:30 or something like that. Then everybody scatters. And what we would do, and like we had friends that lived out in the country, and then friends that lived in town. The friends that lived in town, they ended up hosting everybody all day long because, you know, we couldn't afford to drive back to the farm or
at
whatever.
69 cents a gallon is tough.
Yeah, that's funny. but it was a lot of money then.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'd end up, you know, crashing at one of our friends' house or something, and hopefully they had an air conditioner, and, you know, lay around all day or go.
Which is not a given, by the way.
No, it was not a given. Everybody had a box fan, but not everyone had an air conditioner. And then, you know, you go back that evening for it all again, and I always just felt like I hated it, but I loved it at the same time because it was when you really came together as a team. It's because it's so difficult, and if you haven't done it, you don't know how difficult it is. And then today, we haven't had 2-a-days in 20 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Nobody does that anymore. They'll have a longer practice in just the morning, but I don't know. There's just something cool about saying 2-a-days.
That just speaks commitment.
Sure.
You know, when you're in the middle of the summer and you got other things you could be doing, and you're up and at the football field by 7 o'clock in the morning, dressed and ready to go.
Yeah,
that's commitment.
You know, one of my favorite things to do between practices, we would do this from time to time, is there's a swimming hole out south of Yellville called Water Creek, which is an original name, Water Creek. What else would be in it?
Well, you know,
Kool-Aid
could
Creek,
be Sand
anyway,
Creek, you know.
Anyway, it was really cold water. You know, not Cotter Spring cold, but pretty cold. And we would go out there and lay around that, and somebody would buy, you know, 3 or 4 watermelons, and we'd eat watermelons and lay around this pool and dread practice. You know, oh, I don't want to go. Oh, we got 2 more hours. You know, stuff like that. But what a great time in my life and in everybody's life that got to participate.
I got to work between 2-a-days.
I had to once or twice, but I was pretty fortunate that my parents said, once football starts, you can just be a football player. You have to haul hay, because in between that,
no,
would be
I worked
tough.
for a bricklayer.
Well, that's even more fun.
And some mornings I'd have to go load before practice, and then go catch up between practices.
Yeah, I was more fortunate than you.
Because his attitude was, you want this job or not?
Right.
If you do, work around it. If you don't, give it up.
Yep.
But I need somebody that'll do what I need them to do.
Yep.
Well, and I liked it. So.
What year did you graduate high school?
78.
78. Okay.
I'm old.
7 years older than me. I mean, you're not that old.
But they were good times.
Oh, they were. They really were. Again, at the time, not always, but I remember one time we got in trouble for, I don't know what, not doing right. And do you remember grass drills? Remember what those are?
Oh, yeah.
Up downs. And we were doing those, and the coaches, he's like, we're not going to have any quitters out here. And if you don't want to be on this team, then just walk away right now and be done with it. And I thought, if one more person would quit right now, I'll be done.
With them.
I'm going with them. So I did. So after practice, I'm in the locker room, and sitting there with my friends, and like one of them said, "Man, if one more person would have quit, I'd have been out of here." And but you just couldn't make yourself do it.
No.
You were, like I said, dedicated, and it was great fun.
Back behind the high school, but where the gym is, they built the industrial arts bunch built a little home back there. Well, just up from that, there's a creek side.
Okay.
And Coach Breedlove Bill Breedlove and Barney Crawford, they thought it would be a good idea for us to, Bill Spratt probably started way back in the day.
Right.
They call it the dumps. We're going to go run dumps, which means you're running the hillside, you know, but you can't get in the creek, because if you get in the creek, then you start all over again. So you got to run down and come back and run down and come back. That's called running the dumps. Yeah.
You know, that's every
the coach would probably go to jail for that today.
Well, I think every coach had found a hill to run up and down, because there was one right behind our school, and that became a favorite training ground. We just call it running the hill, but you ran up it as fast as you could and down it as fast as you could. And sometimes coming down it, there were some
slides.
Safe. Kids who bit the dust on that. But
you know, always be an upperclassman, stick his leg out and trip you as you're going.
Always that guy.
Yeah, always that guy.
There's in fact, I was sharing this with some kids the other day. So when I was a sophomore, I lived close to town. So one of the seniors lived like on the same road I did, but a little further. And one day I asked him if I could have a ride home, and he said, "Yeah, you can ride in the back." He made me ride in the back of his truck. And this,
we got to take a break.
Okay.
We're reminiscing with Coach Steve Jones from the Yellville Summit. We'll be back in just a moment.
Is introducing a new way to shop for a great night's sleep. Your Comfort Mattresses comes in 5 unique comfort levels, from firm to soft, with cooling options to match your perfect sleep temperature. And no matter your price range, we'll help you find the perfect fit. Get deep, restorative sleep exclusively at Sleep Mart.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Discover comfort and style at Sleep Mart. From reclining sofas and love seats to manual and power recliners, sleep and lift chairs, we've got it all. Choose from a variety of styles, colors, and fabrics. All made with pride in the USA. Come to Sleep Mart today where comfort meets savings. Your senior.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Steve Jones, Athletic Director for Yellville Summit Panthers. Basketball season's wrapped up. Got spring sports starting up. We've got track, softball, baseball. What else? Esports, spring esports.
Yes, and you just listed it all off. But I want to finish my story.
Okay.
From break, because it's funny. Okay. I tell students all the time, student athletes all the time, that one of the best things about sports is the relationships you're going to make and the friendships you're going to make. And they can start in just really odd ways. So, as I was saying, it was 2 days. One morning after practice, I asked one of the seniors if I could have a ride home because I wasn't 16 yet. And he said yes in the back, and he made me get in the back of his truck. But I didn't care. I was happy to have a ride home.
Sure.
And this went on for a few days, and then finally, one day, it was raining, and I said, "Can I ride in the front today? And he said, yes. And from that moment on, I rode in the front for the rest of my life. Now, this particular senior was a guy that everybody wanted to be like. He was good athlete, smart, all that stuff. Years later, I was best man at his wedding.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, and it started because I asked him for a ride home.
No, it started because you asked me if you could ride in the front.
If I could ride in the front, yes. I got
because
front.
up to that point, he would never know who you were.
We became really, really good friends, and I was best man at his wedding when he got married.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
We want to shame him by telling who he was?
Oh, his name is Don Reeves. He lives in Maine right now. He's a pilot with Delta, and like I said, he was a big influence on my life. I don't know that I would have went to college had it not been for him, because once I got from the back of the truck to the cab, and then we started talking every day, and this guy's smart, he's handsome, he's athletic. He was a lineman like me, but he was, I'm going to be this guy. This is who I want to be. And that's the important thing about athletes today. There are little eyes on them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're a tremendous influence as a high school athlete. When and I've told you this before, but our elementary playground was between the field house and the football field, and when those high school athletes would walk from the field house to the football field, it could have been Joe Namath for all I cared. We stopped playing just to high five them and stuff. And when they'd give you a high five, it was the greatest thing ever. And I knew in second grade I was going to be one of those guys. There was no doubt in my mind. I don't know if they ever won a game or if they were undefeated in state champions. Well, I do know. It wasn't. But it didn't matter. But it didn't matter. They were rock stars to me. Anyway, so I just want to finish that story.
Joining us now is Mr. Wes Henderson, Superintendent of Schools, Yellville. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing great. Good morning.
We understand that we've got some news items we can talk about.
Well, I mean, a lot of potential news items, that they aren't completely underway. I did sign off Friday for us to accept a grant to work with the city to do a school and community grant that will help us build a batting cages down at the city park. We don't. If you spend much time on our campus, there's not a spot big enough for a flat baseball field, and unless they change the rules a lot, you kind of need a flat baseball field.
Play uphill.
And and downhill.
Yeah.
But we've got a great city park that the city does a terrific job working with us, and one of the ladies at school got with us and with the city, and Val Davenport's her name, and she is a talented lady, and we're going to get money to build, for simplicity's sake, I'll call it a pole barn that we can put batting cages under, and our kids can practice even in the rain.
That'll make a big difference.
It'll alleviate some stress for me over everybody fighting over the old gym in January.
Well, your stress days are worried.
They are waning.
I didn't drive in here to be irritated about Steve leaving, so change the subject right there. We can talk about other things. But
I bless Wes Hampton's heart. He made me feel irreplaceable. We're all replaceable, but it made me feel good anyway.
Well, we do have an exciting situation with young lady Taylor Lynch is going to come over and take over for Steve, but it won't be Steve. She's not bald or gray-headed to where she fits in with my age group to ride the games over and over and over again with. So
y'all put some miles together, hadn't you?
We have put some miles, a lot of good times.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a few times when we didn't win, and they weren't quite as fun as when we did.
The ride over is always fun, but the ride back sometimes gets really quiet.
I'm in story mode right now, so I'll tell another one. So my first year as AD, Mr. Harrison and I are riding back from ball game, and we got shelled pretty hard in this game. And it was from Salem to Mountain Home, but I was dropping him off, and I was going to Yellville. And that 30 minutes from Salem to Mountain Home was the longest 2 hours I've ever spent. He wanted everybody fired, me included. All I could do is sit there and white knuckle trying to get to Mountain Home.
That's not necessarily
That's 100% true story.
Well, I didn't feel the same the next morning. I didn't feel the same.
I may have exaggerated just a little bit, He was not happy about the outcome of that game. I mean, none of us were. But
we just didn't play hard.
We
just didn't play hard. But we also are very likely, very much in the planning stages of getting a FEMA shelter built on our campus. If anybody out there knows Tina Cole, she works with the Northwest Arkansas Economic Development Program, and she knew that when I had first gotten to Yellville, we applied for a grant for this, and we got the grant, and it was because the lady who said, "Yeah, Wes, let's apply for it," you never get it till about the third one. Well, the first time we applied for it, we got it, and most people listening won't know this, but when I first went to Yellville, we went into fiscal distress for the second time in 5 years right before I got there. And so we had zero money. I mean, literally as close to zero money as a school can have. And there was no way we could pay our portion of the FEMA grant that would have gotten us this facility. Well, we have worked real hard with people like Steve and everybody else there on our campus to where we do have money to pay our part of it at this point, and she called and they are working with our architect right now, so we're at the point where FEMA is going through some specific things with our architect, and it looks like we're going to get it. It's about an 11,000 feet facility that will house up to when I say house, short-term housing, like if a tornado were to go through the area, it would house up to 1,650 people, which is really exciting, and that would be open to all of the public.
That's the population in Yellville.
Yeah, and so it's a really big deal, and it's something that we can use as a school district for ways to help either our athletics programs, our academic programs for PE, have things on the weekend there. So we're really excited that it is probably going through. We're not announcing that it's done, but as the architect said, when it gets to the point that FEMA is working with me on what is right and what isn't right, that's a really good sign.
You have space on your campus for that?
Yes. It will go directly across from my office on the football field, not on the football field, but in the corner of the fenced off area for the football field, and which is right next door to the elementary school, which is the only building. They were the only children we have left that don't have a safe place to go immediately in a storm situation. When we built the new classrooms at the high school, they were built to where all the high school can fit in there in safety in up to an F5 tornado. And when the high school was built, I think they did an addition in the 70s. It had a 2-story section to where the middle school can get in the bottom story of it and be safe. And the middle school, now the elementary school, just be able to walk right across the driveway into this. So we're very excited.
That is exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting as a superintendent when somebody else is paying 3/4 of everything you get built. So I like building things when somebody else. The truth is, the only time we've got money to build something is when somebody else pays for it, and if we get it built, then Steve may have already mentioned it, but there's a gentleman named Donald Cox who left us an incredible gift. 8 years ago, 7 years ago, of half of his estate to go to Yellville Summit School's athletics programs.
Wow!
And when I say a lot, when the bank first called me, we thought it was going to be, we're going to be incredibly excited about $500. Well, it's by the time it has all come in, we've received well over $500,000. And we still have, I believe, 435,000 of it, where we try to just use a little at a time. But we may use some things to, depending on what the board ultimately decides, to really make this storm shelter a really nice area for things that can be used for our community and our students.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thanks for joining us.
It's
Mr.
always
Henderson,
good to
see you.
It's always good to see you.
You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll see you tomorrow.